being at the Garden and being through this whole process?
Just the intensity of the playoffs. It's like unimaginable. So really just going through that process and just seeing how the players focus and how they lock in really like gave me that information to where like next year, like hopefully we come back to the playoffs that I could be able to have that same intensity and lock in as the players. Just paying attention to every detail too. Every detail matters in the playoffs. So just making sure that you just lock in. That's really it.
Just how are you? We haven't talked to you in a while. How are you feeling? What have you been able to work on? Where are you at in your recovery and rehab?
I've been feeling great. I'm running now. I'm doing a lot of like up and down stuff. Like I'm really doing regular stuff right now. I'm just still trying to just get in shape and make sure everything is good in terms of my knee and stuff. So
I think there was some report that you were going to go to summer league. Do you know anything about that, or do you know when the next time you're going to be able to play is?
Yeah, I will most likely play in summer league, but we're just trying to get everything situated. So it's kind of up in the air, but like that's like 90% chance. So yeah.
How much are you just looking forward to the opportunity to get back on the court, be able to play? I know it's summer league, but to actually play the game again?
I mean, it's amazing for me because I've been going through a hard time for the past couple of years, and it's been super hard, especially for my age because I want to play. But I mean, I have that resilience, that willpower to keep going. So I mean, it's been hard, but I've been pushing through.
You've talked about how last time we talked to you about how difficult it's been just, mentally and emotionally to be going through this process at such a young age. But you said like you talked a lot about like it's God's plan, it is what it is kind of thing. But, to go on this finals run and to kind of see it from the bench, just how challenging was that for you, and how maybe more motivating it is it, for next season when if you are able to get back out there?
It was challenging because I wish I was out there, like, of course, with my teammates. But, like, I just took it for what it is. Like, I can't control my situation, but, like, what I can control is my focus and just absorbing the game. Just sitting down and really just making sure that I soak everything up as much as possible for next year.
Curtis mentioned Jaren Jackson as someone that, your game might be similar to. I think a lot of us saw Robert Williams. Yeah. And saw some things that might be parallel. Do you see those things, and like how do you imagine you're going to play right away when you're back?
Those are guys I actually study, so I just want to play my role. I ain't trying to do too much. Whatever the team wants me to do for us to win, that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't care about the points and stuff. Like it don't matter to me.
There was a lot of conversation heading into this year about how are the Warriors going to kind of balance the winning now with Steph and Clay and Draymond, and then bringing young guys like yourself, Jonathan, Moses along. Has watching the way this team has managed Moses and Jonathan kind of given you a little bit of insight on how your third year could look, and just maybe the confidence in the support system that you will get?
It's been kind of hard for me because I haven't got the exact reps that Jonathan and Moses got, but once I get the reps in, I feel like I'm gonna be fine. So.
Has there any been conversation or just understanding yourself, Jonathan and Moses, or 3 lottery picks who didn't get to play a lot, haven't played a lot, and what's to come from you 3 guys?
Yeah, it's all good. Just study the game and really just make sure that we ask questions, especially that we got Steph, Clay, and Draymond on our team. So and like they're willing to help 24/7. So I just make sure I be curious all the time and just ask questions.
Andrew mentioned, Jordan mentioned, I asked that it's great that you can win a ring so early in your career. And do you feel like, okay, like that's one thing, and now, you can think about your career in a slightly different way?
I mean, you could put it that way, but like I'm just here to work and just do what I got to do to be successful, and for the team to be successful first. So that's really it.
You probably have been forced to be like a master of patience over these last, this span you had. But when you come back, you're coming back to a championship team and a really high bar. Will there be room for patience as you grow, or will that change the expectation? Like you got to come back and be ready to play for a title contender?
No, that's all it takes, just to have patience. Like I'm a young player, and I got a lot of years to play in this league. Hopefully, God willing. So, really, I'm just being patient with myself and with my craft, and I don't got no pressure at all.
So you'll be able to maintain that when you get on the court and be okay with the process it takes for you to get better.
Yeah, I just do whatever I can to make Steph, Clay, and Draymond successful and just play my role, then I'm good.
What do you anticipate your summers going to look like? I know you say you're 90% chance you're playing summer league, but in terms of your timeline and just getting better, what boxes do you still need to check?
I'll say, of course, my rim protection, my defense, of course, being able to switch on guards and being able to sit down and guard them. And really just more paint buckets and just free throws. So, yeah, that's really it.
Is there anything that like the training staff is looking at you right now to determine whether or not you can for sure play in summer league? Like, is it just mainly monitoring whether your knee swells up again or?
My knee hasn't been swelling up. I really don't have no swelling in my knee. So, I mean, I've been great so far. So, yeah.
What do you miss the most about being on the court? I know you get to like shoot on the side, but what do you miss most about being in games and in the competition?
Just playing, just communicating with my teammates, just like feeling the energy of the arena and just everything about it. Like just a love for the game. So, yeah, just everything about it.
What have you learned from watching Kvon, especially over the playoffs where he followed up his Ironman regular season, but with multiple 20+ rebounding games, just how he's been able to be a successful center for this team that obviously likes to play small and fast?
Just for his desire to just do the simple stuff, like rebounding, especially being a big. So, I mean, he just not doing the complicated stuff. He just playing his role. So, I mean, that's why I learned. Also, I asked a lot of questions like, how do you get in this right position in terms of rebounding so I can work on that when I'm doing my workout? So I just make sure I imitate everything that everybody doing.
How intense is it watching it up close, like NBA finals and how much the players are into it? What was it like to see it live?
It was great. It's nothing like it. Just being out there and just witnessing like the intensity of the fans and like everything is very detailed. Like it seemed very complicated, like especially being a young player and just watching it, but like I'll most definitely get there one day.
James,
my bad, I'm sweating because I just got done working out. So, yeah, nah. Yeah.
What did you sort of see with the selflessness of this group? Whether it was, Looney in the starting lineup one night, and then it was Otto, and even Steph not starting those couple games when he came back from being hurt, and just how the rotation worked, and everybody accepted a role, whatever that was, and whatever it changed, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, just like if you just play your role and just make sure that you're very coachable, which everybody like on the team is, then I mean you good. It's nothing to worry about. If you just star in your role, play your role, then you most likely going to succeed. So.
What has Kenny Atkinson meant to you as a young player, and just I guess any role in your comeback?
I mean, it means a lot. Again, like I said, I'm a very young player, so really, if I just keep working on my craft and just keep getting better every day, I most definitely get to where I need to be.
Has Kenny Atkinson had a role in working with you, Dom?
Not really, but he gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of advice when I was going through my hard time, and he's most definitely pushed me to be the best I can be. In terms of me working out and stuff, he always told me to keep my head up. So yeah, it's a lot of great advice. Yeah. No doubt.